How you doing? You just want to talk.
Hey, bro. You know the question they gonna ask me.
Who do you look at around the league as you're studying and say, we're gonna have to run through them?
Celtics.
No one in the West.
Nah, I'm fine in the West.
What question?
Fine in the West. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, you got the Celtics represented right here.
They ain't gonna let me lay that one down. You might as well get that one out the way. You might as well start out with that.
All right. Raise your hand if you're fine in the West. You're not fine.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
I don't want this to sound like the beginning of a wedding ceremony or like a marriage, but we're gathered here today, if you will, because the future of the game, it's in your hands. LeBron is in year 20. Steph Curry is in year 14. Kevin Durant was drafted in 2007. It's you. You're nodding. Is that, yeah? You get that weight, Don?
I mean, yeah, for sure. I think we all recognize it in our different ways. You know, I think it's something that we don't take lightly. We gotta go out there and perform on a nightly basis to make sure we stay in that light.
Donovan Mitchell goes for 71 points.
It felt like last year you were in the finals. It was a little bit of old school, if you will, versus new school, one of your own, kind of on that stage. Did you feel that shift coming then?
I think you could say that. With them going to, Western Conference Finals, it's our time now. But the older guys still holding on a little bit, as they should. But we're on our way.
Jason Tatum with the triple. Another tough one at the rim for Jason Tatum.
What did you guys think watching him in the finals, watching you in the Western Conference Finals, that stage? What did that make you think about?
For me, it was special because it was first time to get to the West Conference. I think I learned a lot, especially playing against Golden State, how they play, the championship mentality. So I learned a lot from that series.
For me, I'm tired of sitting at home watching everybody play, you know what I mean? And I've known JT, we've known each other since we was probably like 15, 16 years old. It's great to see, us as a group, as a young core, continuing to put on and do big things.
Well, Luka doesn't like being called Luka Magic.
60 points for the first time in Mavericks history.
But he does magical things, it feels like, every night. Is there something when you guys are watching each other play where a move or something you want to steal from each other's game?
Yeah, I think just learning of everybody, just seeing how they play the game, you don't really try to steal moves, but you wanted to get learned. I can't be like this guy.
Morant. Oh, my word! Holy cow!
I can say for me, just speaking on these guys' game, just watching, just how they make, the game look so easy while they're out there, just playing at their own pace and, getting to whatever spot they want to on the floor, scoring at will.
With social media and everything being, on our phones, being able to see these guys each and every night, whether it's 70, 60, or, Ja jumping over somebody, it's like that healthy competition of like, damn, they did this night, I play tomorrow, let me try to go do something.
Tatum on the cut, takes it all the way and slams it.
Who's the best player in the game right now?
If I had to pick, I think I might say Giannis.
Giannis taking flights and taking no prisoners.
How he impacts both sides, scoring, rebounding, how hard he plays. And we all have off nights, but I feel like when he has an off night, it's still 25 and 15 instead of 40 and 20. And he's won a championship.
These two, since they're fine in the West, you have to go through Giannis in the East. So, good luck
I would
with
say
that.
Giannis too, for sure.
So that was just part one of our conversation. We have more to come tomorrow on NBA Today, but back here with Zach and Perk. Obviously, we have a lot that we just heard, but I want to start with the last thing that Jason Tatum said. He said that Giannis is the best player in the NBA right now. And peeling back the curtain a little bit, I went back and forth on asking this question because I truly thought that everyone was going to say LeBron James, sort of as like an homage. Are you surprised by that, Zach?
I'm kind of surprised nobody said, me, I'm the best player. Luka, Tatum,
Right.
Ja, Mitchell. I thought someone would say themselves. Second of all, are we throwing cash around for these answers? Do I get $100 or $250s
No.
or anything for making a prediction? Because I'll gladly take some cash. Yes, I agree. I think Giannis, game 1 to the end of the season, is the best two-way player in the league, the best player in the league. For a single game, I might want Durant, but I think Giannis is the best player.
What do you think, Perk?
Well, no, he is the best player. See, the thing is, they couldn't say themselves, right? They had to be honest. In order to be the best player, one, you have to have the resume. And since I had my coffee this morning, we know Giannis' resume is longer than the Starbucks line. Two, it don't happen overnight. You have to do it for an extended period of time. And over the last three and a half to 4 years, Giannis Antetokounmpo has been the best player in the world, or in the conversation for being the best player in the world. It don't just happen in the season. So they have a lot that they still have to accomplish on an individual basis. But when it comes down to MVPs, he has that. When it comes down to winning the Defensive Player of the Year, he has that. When it comes down to All-Star appearances, he has that. First team All-NBA, he has that. First team All-Defensive Player, defensive team, he has that. He has everything. So yes, he is the best player in the world, and he's still delivering in great fashion, and he's still having one of the best seasons of his career right now.
Let's dive a little bit more into the future of the game, though, because these 4 guys, Chene, they are on the rise. But I want to make a couple of predictions, if we could, which I didn't bring the money, so I don't got any more.
That's the precedent now.
Yeah.
Where's my $100? Where's my hundo?
You're gonna run me out of house and home. All right. What are we gonna start with? Oh, the first to win an MVP, Chene.
I think it's Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic, he leads the league right now in scoring at 33.3 points per game. So I think Luka will be the first of that bunch that you spoke to win MVP.
All right, the most MVP.
I think I'm gonna repeat here because his usage, I believe he's second in usage per game, and so he's always gonna be the key piece for them.
Yep.
So if he's that to win MVP, I think we see that the game is probably gonna run through him. A lot of the comparisons have been to LeBron James for opposite reasons, but more so for control and production. And I think he could end up with not just the first, but also the most MVP.
So the first 2, though, are regular season. We know that when it's all said and done, what do people care about? What do people talk about when they talk about Jordan versus LeBron? They talk about
titles.
Who's going to win the most titles?
I love this right here. I'm going to go with Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum, absolutely. He could win one this year. I think he's that type of player that is the icing on the cake for a championship team. Where these guys might have to put the whole team on their back, he's probably going to be on a team that is more built to win for years, whether that is Boston for his whole future or somewhere else. I've got JT with the most titles when all is said and done.
You know what? I think I agree with you on this. I think that Jason Tatum, he's going to get some MVPs in his future. But Luka Doncic, when it's all said and done, I like this.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.